Hello, this is Ian, CEO at We Offer Wellness, and today I'm with Mika and Mika from Feminine Balance. Hello, and how are you?
Hi, I'm good, really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. We were just talking, so you've been spending quite a few weeks out in Germany and family, friends, and doing yoga as well, but you're back home now, I take it, in Thailand. Is that right?
Yeah, that is right. Kopangang, Thailand. That's what I call home for now, a small island. Yeah, it's paradise.
Had you had you been to that sort of part of the world before deciding to sort of, relocate there? Had it been somewhere that you visited?
I have, I'm actually living already 9 years in Asia now. So I've been spent some time in Southeast Asia before I decided it's going to be Kopangang. So yeah, some time away already.
And just out of interest, Mika, so what's the draw? What was the attraction for you to be in that part of the world?
I would say number one was the weather. And that's, of course, unbeatable if you're born somewhere in Europe, especially in Germany. And yeah. And then, of, yeah, there's a lot like the tradition in Thailand. The people are very lovely, very friendly. There's a lot of yoga, there's a lot of community here. So, yeah.
So you just kind of fitted in nice in, and hey, and I understand the Germany thing. I used to play drums in a working band. We used to go touring around Europe, and one year, many years ago, we went to Berlin in December time, and I've never been so cold in my life. It was absolutely
Yeah.
freezing, driving around in this traditional band van type thing. But lovely city, but so cold. Anyway,
It is a lovely city in summertime. Yeah.
anyway, so you then let's find out a little bit more about yourself then. So the name Feminine Balance, what's that to do with?
Mm. Um, I'm teaching yoga since a while, and discovered that I don't know if you know or others know that yoga is actually developed for men. And if you follow the routine and the practice, there's some poses which are not fully aligned for women, and then also practicing the whole month long the same sequence, especially like a practice like Ashtanga, is not really suitable for our cycle and for our hormonal health.
Hmm.
So I was searching for something which has a bit more a feminine touch. Started to study hormone yoga therapy, and got so hooked on the whole knowledge about the cycle, the hormones, and to live like a whole cyclical lifestyle.
Wonderful. So yoga, I mean, when did this come on your radar anyway? What was your interest in yoga?
Well, very basic. Like so many people get hooked onto yoga of feeling, I just need like a counterbalance to an active lifestyle. And I really thought about stretching. That was my main attention in the beginning. And I didn't get the idea of chanting with other people or laying down and to relax in the beginning. Now I love it, but that was a long journey, long time.
Isn't that interesting? Different ways that people come into
Yeah.
ultimately the same thing, And did you have, when you kind of were discovering this, did you have sort of friends and peers that were already doing this, or was it quite a lonely path at the time for you?
It felt a bit lonely. I have one yoga teacher I was following since a very long time. She lives in Bali. And she had like little different sequences or explaining something about the cycle being divided in different seasons. And I was like, oh, what's she talking about? Like, what does she mean with different seasons? And so many women in my age, like in puberty, that all started very early to be on birth control. So you don't really explore what it means to be a woman and to have the different emotions and the different qualities within the changes of your cycle. So I had to discover all of that very late in my life. I'm 42 now, and I'm not ashamed to share that because I know that so many others they feel the same. They've been on the pill for ages just because we're told that that's the easiest way and the easiest solution. That's what we have to do. But then you discover that there's way more behind it, and that's it's a very an attractive path to follow and to discover yourself completely new in your. It was for me like late 30s, and for others it's really close before menopause. Unbelievable.
And this is lovely, Mika, and you kind of come across as someone that has enjoyed the learning and the accumulation of the knowledge about it, the discovery of it, because this comes back to you. It's not academic, it's not theoretical. This comes back to the human, the way the body works. And it sounds to me that you've kind of gone through those gates to get close to that. So is that when there was a natural progression to, you get that sense of I'm kind of full up with learning and I have knowledge and it's naturally an overspill. I need to share this with people. I need to,
Yeah,
be with other people. Yeah. Is that how it came about with you?
yeah. I was still teaching classical yoga classes, so imagine you're following your routine, you're doing your job, but you to the same time you're learning new things, and you're like, hold on, you can't keep on sharing all of the information that needs a new twist and that needs a different method.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. So somebody comes into We Offer Wellness. They are looking for, let's say, online yoga,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of like the idea of, being in their basement flat in somewhere in Essex, in London or somewhere like that, and it's raining, and they think, oh, I like the idea of connecting with somebody on in a time zone that's doable, and they find you. All right, so they find you, they see any photographs you have, and it's piquing their interest, and they're reading your descriptions about what you do, and then they watch this video and they go, oh, I connect with this person. I can see I could have, something with this person and an experience. What are they going to experience when they do connect with you? Give some examples, please, of some of your sessions and the way that you approach them.
It depends on what's the interest of this person. I think yoga is an easy way to connect. And if someone is already a little bit hooked into yoga, to make the move to just explore a new yoga sequence is maybe very simple. So to say to have the step of like, okay, I want to improve in my hormonal balance. I want to do something for myself. Whether this is someone suffers from the premenstrual syndrome, polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, perimenopause, or menopause. There's never a cutoff age with this. This is beautiful. Um, that might be amazing to say, hey, let's have a one-on-one. I'm going to introduce you into hormone yoga therapy, and we create a nice flow suitable for this person. Or someone says, I want to get to know you first of all before I'm going to practice with you. And that's a completely different route to say, let's catch up on a call, just like we are right now. And we're going to talk about all of the symptoms, all of the problems, and what else comes along. And many have done like blood tests or saliva tests to test their hormone already, the levels before they're coming to meet me. There's one way, but it's not mandatory because hormones are so sensitive. You can test them one day and you can test them on another day, and the results are very different.
Mm.
So it's more important, really, what are the symptoms? And this is when I come into place, when a doctor or any other physician has just no time at all anymore for the patient. I guess it's similar with the NHS, right? You have 5 minutes or so, and then you get told you have an estrogen or progesterone dominance, and then, okay, what to do? You can take a pill, patch, or whatever, but you're not going to solve the problem. And solving the problem means we're going to really look at the lifestyle. So, like, what do you eat? How do you sleep? What do you think about exercise? Some are even exercising way too much, or I have many women who are not eating enough. And that
Okay.
comes with a big surprise when I say, like, you're going to eat more. And that's sometimes very simple to fix. Some things takes maybe a bit longer, but on overall, we can do many things with just simple lifestyle adaptations.
Mika, this is lovely. And I really get the impression with you that something you really enjoy is working alongside somebody to try to, discover and unearth and learn and bring to the surface some very practical and some very realistic techniques, that to be explored and to be tried. That had a sense of guarantee, but this is an alternative, like you say, to the traditional route that's taken people away from, the natural balances and the natural life. So that's wonderful. Look, um, we need to wind up because we have to keep it to a certain time. Uh, Tash is going to be doing some longer podcasts for the website, and I think it'd be great to connect with Tash at some point if you'd be up for it to have a really full conversation because I think you've got a lot there that you can say, that would kind of help people understand what you do and could be really helpful. So, Mika,
I love that. Yes.
thank you so much for being part of what we're doing, and in that part of the world as well, because we want people from all over the place with their various flavors and styles and just that genuineness of we want this to be in the world, want things
Yeah.
to be better, and so we're going to do it. So, Mika, thank you very much, people. Please come and find Mika, Feminine Balance, on We Offer Wellness, and make that connection. So, Mika, thank you ever so much. All right.
Thank you so much.